everyone! Welcome to Sara Daily English.
Hi everyone. Today I'm going to take you with me on a relaxing visit to the local market to buy fresh vegetables for the week. It was a beautiful Saturday morning, and before leaving home, I decided to check my kitchen. I opened the refrigerator and looked at everything I already had. There were still some eggs, rice, and noodles, but I noticed that there were only a few vegetables left. Since I wanted to prepare healthy meals for the next several days, I quickly opened my phone and made a simple shopping list. I wrote down tomatoes, cucumbers, carrots, mushrooms, onions, and fresh leafy greens. After that, I grabbed my reusable cloth bag because I like using it instead of plastic bags. A few minutes later, I arrived at the local market. The place was already full of energy. Friendly sellers were arranging colorful vegetables on wooden tables while customers walked slowly from one stall to another, looking for the freshest produce. The market smelled fresh, and the bright colors of the vegetables made the whole place feel lively and welcoming. The first stall was filled with beautiful vegetables. Bright red tomatoes, fresh green cucumbers, orange carrots, white onions, and brown mushrooms were neatly displayed in wooden baskets. They weren't all perfectly shaped like the vegetables in supermarkets, but they looked natural and freshly harvested. I started by choosing a few tomatoes. I gently picked them up one at a time and checked that they were firm without any damaged spots. Then I selected 3 fresh cucumbers with smooth green skin. After that, I picked 2 carrots that looked clean and heavy. I also chose a small pack of mushrooms, making sure they were dry and fresh. Finally, I added a few onions because they usually stay fresh for a longer time. Next, I walked to another stall that sold leafy greens. I carefully looked at several bunches before choosing one because fresh leaves can become soft very quickly. After checking the color of the leaves and the stems, I finally found one bright green bunch that looked fresh and crisp. The seller smiled and placed all the vegetables onto a small weighing scale. I watched the numbers carefully and asked about the total price. Everything seemed reasonable, so I paid and thanked the seller politely. She packed some vegetables into small bags, but I asked her to keep the tomatoes and cucumbers together. Then I carefully arranged everything inside my cloth bag and placed the mushrooms on top so they wouldn't get crushed while walking home. Before leaving the market, I checked my shopping list one last time to make sure I hadn't forgotten anything. Everything was complete, so I happily walked back home. When I arrived home, I washed the leafy greens first and let them dry naturally. Then I placed the tomatoes, cucumbers, carrots, and mushrooms inside the refrigerator, while the onions stayed outside in a cool, dry place. Buying vegetables may seem like a very simple task, but choosing fresh food carefully, checking prices, packing everything properly, and storing vegetables the right way all help keep them fresh and ready for delicious meals throughout the week.